Hey, so glad this week is totally different. I guess it's given me a taste of the daylight, which I haven't seen in like years. I normally never, I'm up this early unless I'm getting ready for bed or getting home. Uh, so it's kind of odd still, but I'm adjusting. I have, I guess, been adjusting to it, and then I'll have 2 days to unadjust and go back to what it was. Uh, but I've heard even doing that with like exercising and stuff like that, like not doing something, kind of shocking your body, changing up the way that your body is performing, doing something differently, and then pretty much waiting and going back to it. It's fasting, stuff like that. um, I think it it really is to each their own. I mean, I don't know how it is for everyone else. For me, I hate transitioning from feeling good and then having pain, but and then that's that's kind of the given. You don't want that, but then you're like, okay, well, what is the transition from uh, the bad to good and how long that takes? And you're never going to know that because it's just sometimes trial and error. Sometimes it is doing things that you don't normally do, and that sometimes can hurt you worse too, while you're trying to recuperate and feel better. Because I mean, I remember the first time I hurt my back, I went to the physical therapist. I was there. Wow. I was going there for almost a year. Like almost a year. um it wasn't like every week or something. It was like every 2 weeks. I'd still work, I'd still do this and that, but still, like when I did go, it was we would work on strengthening the core at all times. That was main focal point of it all, was that. But it was everything else too, because you can't have just a strong core and not have strong arms and supporting cast. You know what I mean? It's like a basketball team, right? You gotta have the five equal parts. I know it doesn't sound right, but it is. It's equal, because five equals a team. So that is what it is. Football, it's 11 man. So that's what it is. Um, but yeah, so I I'm just glad I have this time to change maybe some things that I'm doing. And it's not like I'm totally and have totally changed up my exercise routine. It's just I have more added to it, which when you're not feeling good and stuff does happen, you kind of do have to do that type of stuff, because your range of motion, the things that you can and can't do, they have to be pretty much I don't want to say exacerbated or blown out, but you got to do it even if it brings a little pain. Because as long as it's not stopping your mobility and it's just making it a little sore, it just sometimes, majority of the times, means that you're just working it out, and you haven't done that in a while. And the more you do it, the more muscle builds up, and that's just how it works. So for me, that's what it's been like now for however long now that I've hurt my back. I really stopped counting, because it is a thing. Pain management, breathing, sometimes just going through your life in your head, sitting there listening to music, not spacing out, but just being there, knowing and hearing everything. Even if, like, say, when sometimes I'll just be doing whatever. I'll have like my wireless earphones on. I'll just listen to just Hertz music, just listening to it. It's all different. I honestly can't, I'm not an expert or anything like that, so when I say, oh, 1,000,000 hertz, I don't honestly know what it all does, if it all does anything. But that doesn't take the fact away that it does feel like it's calming and soothing. And sometimes doing exercising or stuff like that really helps to focus the pain and channel that pain into energy, even though it hurts. You know what I mean? Because it's even if you weren't hurt and you were building a muscle, it's gonna get sore. It's gonna be tender. It's gonna hurt. So you got to work through it, and that's the mentality you want to get out of it. Is you take whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be music. It could be someone talking. I mean, it could be a nice, well-spoken English accent person, because they really do speak good. I mean, I gotta admit it. When I listen to or watch MMO reviews, yeah, it's just so much funnier to me for some reason. I like it, especially the comedy is just, you never know. And but anyways, so that's just what we do. I think if I were to change anything right now, would be missing the opportunities, because I can't really take advantage of them. Going out with my kids for the past week. I know it sounds like not a really big thing for some people, but for me, I don't want to lose the opportunities, because there's so many days that they're not going to be available. Our times aren't going to match up. Same thing happens with my wife. Chances are missed. Things happen. I mean, there's probably stuff they want to do today, and I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. So taking advantage of anything that I can, even when I don't want to. I like I said, I've said this before. I tell my kids, I was like, I don't care if I don't want to do something. If you think I don't, I want you to still ask me, no matter what. I don't care what it is. It's like, you're not bothering me. You're not doing it. I want to know. You want to do something? Let's do it. Because I can't read your mind. You gotta say something. That's just how it works. Communication is always going to be, I think, above a lot of things. Not everything, but above a lot of things. But communication has to be there, because we're not telepathic yet, until we get to that point. That's just going to be freaky, I think. Maybe I might be a little bit weirded out about it, but until that happens, we got to communicate. We got to talk. And yeah, I think that really helps, even when I don't want to do something, or don't feel like doing something that really does, I guess, shock the body, change the body. And I don't know, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, maybe it makes things worse. I certainly do know that I don't want to miss those opportunities. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. We got like 20 minutes left. Standing sucks all day, but I gotta do it. Have fun.